Alrighty, here we go. Okay, you guys in internet land watching this video because you weren't in class today because you were sick or whatever, we are going to do a video. We are starting on page 84. So you guys find 84. Okay, and you're going to need a highlighter and your pencil right now. Alright, here we go. Does anybody want to read the first paragraph?
Yeah.
Okay, Brandon, read it for us.
The Israelites believed that God wanted them to claim Canaan as their homeland. According to the Hebrew Bible, Joshua led them into battle to achieve this goal. At the city of Jericho, the Israelites marched around the city walls for 6 days. On the 7th day, the walls fell. The Israelites took control of Jericho.
Okay, has anybody heard that story before? About the walls of Jericho falling down on the 7th time they went around? Yeah. Alright, who wants to read the second paragraph? Okay, go for it, Abby.
Joshua led the Israelites into other battles. They divided the land they captured between the 12 tribes. When Joshua died, leaders called judges ruled the tribes. The judges set and led the troops into battle. A woman judge named Deborah became known for her bravery. She helped advise troops in the battle.
Okay. There's something in there that tells us that there weren't kings, but there were other people that led individual or led groups of people. What was it? Judges. So take your highlighter. Okay, and I know this is a really terrible copy, but I want you to highlight leaders called judges ruled the tribes. Does it say kings? No, it says leaders. Leaders ruled the tribes. Now, girls, there was something unique about one of the leaders. What was it?
It was a woman.
It was a woman, okay? Her name was what?
Deborah.
Deborah. Deb. I wonder if they called her Deb.
Little Debbie,
Okay.
is that one of the names?
All right, now, she was a woman who was a judge. You don't find that very often, do you, in this time period, in this region? Okay? And she was known for her what? Bravery. Well, you have to be kind of brave to be a judge back then and to be a female judge at that?
Yes.
Probably so, right? What did she do?
She judged people.
What did Abby just read for us that she did, Malik?
She
It's
She made
written
the
right
12
there.
tribes.
Jay,
She was the rule.
she what?
She ruled the tribe.
She ruled the tribes, but something she did.
She helped advise troops in battle.
She helped advise troops in battle. Girls, she had those troops that were in battle and she told them where they would go and how they would fight. Did you find that very often?
No.
Would you have to be brave to do that?
Yes.
Even today you'd have to be brave to do that, right? Okay, now, is Deborah mentioned in our standards?
No.
No, she's not. But we're going to go ahead and answer this question at the side anyways. Who was Deborah? She was a what?
Female judge.
She was a judge. She was a judge. And the judges were leaders, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were leaders of. Where's this part? Oh, they were leaders of Israel.
They were leaders of the tribes. All right, who wants the next paragraph? Okay, AJ, Drew, AJ, Drew.
After many battles, the Israelites won control of central Canaan. The Hebrew Bible says that they worshiped God in the
Tabernacle.
This is a large tent-like building that could be taken longer than you can place a boat. The tabernacle was a house that Ark of the Covenant, a wooden chest. The Israelites believed the Ten Commandments were written on tablets kept in the ark. They carried the ark into battle with them, that believed it would ensure a victory or make certain it won.
Okay, do you see a number that I have written down in my handwriting beside that paragraph? 6.41. Okay, that means there's something in standard 6.41 that Drew just read us. What might be important in there that you see in standard 6.41? What is it, Cooper?
It said in the second book, the 10 Commandments.
The 10 Commandments. And he read us some information about the 10 Commandments. Where did the Israelites believe the 10 Commandments were being held? That they were written on what?
A stone tablet.
Tablets and kept in the what?
In the
Ark of the
In the
Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant. Okay, you need to highlight that. Because that is some information right there about the 10 Commandments. Now, what was the tabernacle?
It's the building where they worship God.
It was the building where they worshiped God. Was it a building like made of wood?
Temporary.
Okay, what did it say it was made of? Well, it didn't say cloth. What does it say? The tabernacle is a large what?
Tent-like.
Tent-like building. Can we move tents?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so did this tabernacle, was it movable?
Yes.
Yes. So if the tabernacle was movable and the Ark of the Covenant was kept in the tabernacle, could you move the Ark of the Covenant? Yes. And if you look at that very last sentence, it says they carried the ark into what with them? Into battle with them. All right, so let's underline that. They carried the ark into battle with them. Why? Miles?
I don't have that paper.
It's on the card. Jay? To make sure they won. They believed it would what? Ensure a victory, to make sure they won. So they would take that ark with them when they went into battle to make sure they won.
And did they?
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, your question over here says, who were the Phoenicians? All right, there's a chart right here, and it just said who are the Phoenicians. All right, sailors and traders. Why would they sail? To what? To trade. All right, so who can we write that they were?
They were sailors and traders.
They were traders and sailors. Okay, and there's something that they created that our world still knows about. What did they create? What was it? They created the alphabet, and it was called the Phoenician alphabet.
How come they made it real long with Phoenician? And what is Phoenician?
Phoenician is a group of people. The Phoenicians, they were a group of people. The Philistines.
So basically,
Philistines,
how
they
they
were.
did the Assyrian alphabet like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Assyrians were a group of people. The Phoenicians were a group of people. The Philistines were a group of people. Okay? All right, let's move down to the bottom down here. Just check for understanding. We've talked about, now you may have to look back on page 82, right? 82, 83. You may need to look back. Tell me some features of Judaism. Judaism is the religion that the Jews practice. Miguel, tell me one. Well, a feature of Judaism. What?
What?
That's things that you see in Judaism. I'm talking about, were they monotheistic or polytheistic?
Oh,
There we go. Monotheistic.
They were monotheistic.
Okay, they were
Which means they believed in
monotheistic.
one God.
Who started them?
Abraham.
No.
Oh, it's in your notes. Come on. Brandon, tell me what you read. Oh, come on, man. You're killing me.
David.
Jewish belief states that they came from a man named
Moses.
No.
Isaac.
Again, Abraham. Okay, and Abraham was a what?
Prophet.
He was a prophet. Tell me, starts with an I.
Israelite.
There we go. He was an Israelite. I don't know what you said, but I think you're getting it right.
Israelite.
What?
I said Abraham.
Where were you? What?
I said Abraham, and he said no. You're like,
Well,
getting her confused.
yeah. Okay. Yes, but Abraham's not a feature.
Oh.
So I'm trying to get you to go to. I don't know where I'm trying to get you to go now. I give up. Okay.
She gave them.
I'm trying to get you to say where it was descended from, which was Abraham, but he was an Israelite.
Okay, now I get it.
Okay, so that's how I'm trying to get you there, and I think we just went around Robin Hood's barn, but we made it there, right? Okay, so a feature of Judaism is they're monotheistic. They were the Israelites, and I don't know if that's really a feature actually. They were Israelites. They have the Hebrew Bible called the what? The Torah.
I have a question. Well,
Okay, I really don't like the way this question is phrased on here. Okay? Judaism is here's a big one though. Judaism, a religion practiced by who?
Israelites.
Known today as the Jews. There you go. Okay, it's a religion, Judaism, religion practiced by the Jews today. Alright? I don't like the way that question is phrased. I would have asked you this in a different way. Yes?
Well, on the test, will it talk of, will it say like, what did they call the Hebrew Bible? Will that be on the test?
That might be on there. I'm going to ask you what the Torah is. Okay? You know that, let's go to this real quick. Remember, where is it? Okay, remember this standard 6.40? This standard right here is the one I'm looking for. Let me move this box out of the way. Okay, you see these things listed, the 10 Commandments? We just highlighted information about the 10 Commandments, right? Okay, so can you expect to see a question about the 10 Commandments on your test?
Yes.
Yes, because it's in your what?
No.
It's in your standard. Okay? So I'm not going to ask you a question about Deborah because she's not listed in your standard. The only reason I would might be for a bonus question.
Ooh.
Okay? Because on your TCAP test, are they allowed to ask you any questions that are not in these standards?
No.
Yes.
No, they are not. If they were allowed to ask you any question they wanted, then we would have to study all kinds of stuff, wouldn't we?
You
All-
have to study like.
All
Right.
kinds of things that don't relate to the thing we're studying about.
We wouldn't. We use our standards as a guide to help us know what we need to study. Okay. Then you have a test on that guide, which is your standards. Wow, this video for the people on the internet land is going to be really interesting to listen to. They're going to be like, what? All right, let's move to the last question, and then we're moving on, America. Name one reason Canaan was so important to the Israelites.
Because God wanted him. God wanted him to go there to. It says the Hebrew Bible says. The Hebrew Bible says God promised to go to Israel.
There it is.
That's
What?
the
Okay, so it's important to them because God promised it to him. God promised
It to Abraham.
the land to Abraham and his descendants, right?
Which
It was
are
God.
the Israelites.
That's why they call Canaan the promised land. It was promised to him. If you make a promise to someone, what does that mean?
You can't break
Yeah,
it.
you don't want to break it if it's a promise, right? If you make a promise to somebody, do you not do everything in the world to keep that promise to them? Yes. And does God keep his promises?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Now that was 84. Let's go to 86. Maybe this one will go a little bit smoother than 84 did. All right, you got 86 in there? Okay, this is where you need standard 6.41. I mean 2, right here. Now, if you don't have it because you've lost them, I cannot give you another one today. I'm all out. You will have to wait till tomorrow. But you can write this one today. So if you don't have it to cut out and glue in, you can write it. Charlie, is that your standards?
Yes.
Cut out 6.42 and you're going to glue it in with page 86.
Yes, I did it right last night.
All right, you're going to need 3 different highlighter colors. Now, if you're at a table and you don't have 3, but at your table you can come up with 3, you can share. All righty? Okay, first thing let's do is let's look at our standard that we just glued in. It says to describe the unification of the tribes of Israel. Okay, what does unification mean? Oh, somebody else unified something once.
It's like a gathering kind of. Everyone together.
Brought them together.
Okay, brought them together. There you go. Unification means together. Or it means To unite. Now somebody that we've studied united something.
King
Brandon.
Sargon.
United and
Oh no, you're close. Jake, what do you unite? Akkad and Sumer. You're exactly right. Okay? Now, so we're going to talk about another unification of the tribes of Israel. Now, you're going to have to go back and look at your notes. There are 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? There were 12 of them. Who were they named after? Where did they come from? Do you remember? You remember? Oh,
Abraham's grandson.
Abraham's kids.
Okay, that would be his
Grandson.
grandson. What was his
Israel.
grandson's name?
Jacob.
Jacob, there you go. Jacob had 12 sons, right? And each of those 12 sons kind of like left home and started their own tribe. They started their own tribe. They started their own tribe. How many sons were there?
12.
12. How many tribes were there?
12.
12. Okay, take your highlighter, one of your colors. Okay? You're going to highlight in your standard. There were 3 kings we're talking about. King Saul, that's one color. King David, that's another color.
David was a good king. So sad.
And King Solomon. Okay, so switch your highlighters. Choose 3 different colors. King Saul is one, King David is another, King Solomon is another.
They were all 3 good kings.
Okay, now, the standard tells us that David founded something. What was it, Wade? What does it say here? David's
He
founded
founded Jerusalem.
of Jerusalem. Okay? Jerusalem was the, right here, capital city. And then somebody built the first temple. Solomon. All right, we have highlighted, circled, and written up all over our standard. Okay? Because we are going to be looking for information on these things as we read. Okay? All right, first paragraph. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, guess which highlighter color you're going to need first.
Blue.
The one that goes with King Saul. Alrighty? So I used yellow. So that's what I'm going to be starting with. If you use pink, get pink. If you use green, blue, I don't care, get it. Here we go. The Israelites had settled in much of Canaan by 1100 BC. However, they feared the powerful Philistines. Okay, do you have your pencil nearby? Who did they fear? Underline that. They feared the powerful Philistines. The Israelites called for a king to unite them against the enemy. Okay, so the Israelites went out, they grabbed their cell phone and they called and they go, yeah, we're needing a king down here. Mm-hmm. When can you get one? Well, who is he? Is he good? You got another one?
The king
Okay,
goes
is that how they called them? No. That's not how they called them. When you call, when a bunch of people call for something to happen, this is kind of how it would happen. If y'all came in here every day and you just got really, really mad at me, you couldn't stand this class anymore, and some of you may be going secretly, Miss Willis, that's how I feel. Alright, if you started talking to your friends going, yeah, Charlie, Miss Willis is really getting on my nerves. She drives me crazy. She gets homework and does all this stuff. I keep saying, we must change. We need a new social studies teacher. And then Charlie turns around, she tells Selena. And then Selena tells Joseph. And then Joseph starts telling Cooper, and it gets around. And everybody starts talking about it, and you go, oh, yeah, we really need a switch. We need another social studies teacher because she is like driving me crazy. Okay, eventually you all get all frustrated. Somebody might go to Miss Bogeman, right?
Yeah.
And tell Miss Bogeman, we need a new social studies teacher. Okay? Are you all calling for somebody new?
No.
Yes, you are. By doing that, you are calling as a class, you are saying, we need somebody else. Okay, so the Israelites were kind of complaining because they were scared of the Philistines, they were getting defeated. They were like, we really need a king. We kind of need a king. We got to get a king. Okay? So, there was somebody, Deborah, we read about her a minute ago, was a what?
A
What was her job?
Judge.
She was a judge. And what did we say the judges did?
They went on the battlefield with the soldiers.
They were leaders, right? And Deborah was one that gave them orders in battle. Now listen, I know it's time to go, but we're moving on for a minute, so you just hold your horses. Alrighty? So, who do you think the Israelites are going to go to tell them they want a king?
Deborah.
A
Judge.
a judge, okay? They called for a king, so they asked Judge Samuel to choose a king for them. And he said, if I get you a king, you better know this. He's going to tax you, and if you don't pay your taxes, he's going to enslave you. And they still said, we want a king. Highlighter, got it? Who did he choose? Samuel chose Saul. And I used the wrong color. Samuel chose Saul. You go back. What in the world? Cut me some slack here. Yellow. Samuel chose Saul to become the first Israelite king. Now, did I highlight Saul right here in yellow?
Yes.
So why did I use that yellow?
Because
So you know it was Saul.
I am talking about Saul. Okay? Alright, this is where we're stopping today. You're going to need these highlighters tomorrow. See you bye.